Hello everyone and welcome to the third video on how to paint the decent board game. The first thing we should do is to apply black primer to all the figures. I wanted all the figures to look different, so I did not follow any specific motif. I used khaki brown to draw multiple patterns, mainly on the bellies and the bone parts. With the same thought, I used the scarlet as well. Sun yellow and scorpion green are really light colors that cannot be applied directly on black. To do so, we will have to either apply multiple layers of the color or use an even lighter color underneath to the one we want. In this case, we will take advantage of the khaki we have already used and paint over it with the color we have selected. Using Stonewall Grey, we will paint the nails and the claws of the feet. Then we will very lightly apply Bone White on all the figure. We will use sepia wash on all the bone parts and black wash on the bellies. Finally, with livery green, we will give a kind of toxic look on our spiders. And here are our spiders. I have already primed the snakes with white, red and blue primer. I used scorpion green as a primary color to the one with the white primer. After that, I used sea green to create all the shadows and livery green for all the highlights. For the red and the blue ones, the primer remains as a main primary color. On the red snake, the shadows are created with mahogany and the highlight using bloody red. On the blue snake, I created the shadows using imperial blue and the highlights were created with magic blue. I used thick ivory to paint the eyes and the teeth. The tongues are painted with squid pink. After that, on each figure I applied wash of its own color, and these were green, flesh and blue wash. For the iris I used bloody red, and for the pupils I used black. And here we have our snakes painted and ready. The two giants will have the same clothing, but we will have a different skin color. So, the one is covered with blue primer and the other one with brown. On the blue one, shadows are created with ultramarine blue and black. The highlights will be created with light sea blue. Using dark flesh tone, we will paint the beard and the hair, and if we have to, we will paint the tips of both with a paintbrush. We will paint both of the giant pants with scorpion green. Their teared up shirts will be painted with bloody red. Russian green will be the color to create shadows on the pants, and scorpion green again to restore some highlights. The shadows on the brown giant will be created with charred brown. After that, with desert yellow, we will create some intense highlight. The wooden parts of the hammer will be painted with khaki. On the few leather parts, we will use leather brown. The scabbard will be painted black. In the end, the beard and the hairs of the brown giant will be painted with cold grey. On the hammers we will use chainmail silver. The bandages on them are painted with bone white. After all that, we will apply a really careful wash, and we will use blue, green and sepia washes. His eyes are painted with dark green and black. Finally, we will dry brush the beard and the hair using bone white. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, feel free to click the thumbs up button and we will be together again soon. Γεια χαρά!